Hey guys, Kelly with Droid Life, and unboxing done. Obviously, I've got it powered up. Went through the whole setup menu, and here we are. I haven't added accounts or anything yet, so we'll just sort of bare bones go through 1X, HTC Sense 5, just quick software tour. Again, just got the device, haven't touched it since February, so we're gonna play with it all weekend, all next week, and really dive into some of these new features. But before we do that, we thought we'd at least give you guys a taste. So, lock screen. You can slide the lock up and unlock it. You can grab any of these apps down here and slide them up and open directly into them, including the camera. Obviously those can be customized, I'll get to that in a second. But basically swipe up to unlock, and here is Blinkfeed. So as you all know, Blinkfeed, I'm not personally a fan of it. It's what HTC's done with the #1 first home screen when you unlock your phone, at least for the first time anyway. And it's, it's their way of grabbing, Facebook and Twitter and news and all this stuff and putting them right in front of you with this clock. If you like that or not, it's there for good, so, deal with it. And basically, you set it up and it scrolls vertically and it refreshes, and it even tells you calendar appointments, though it doesn't tell you any other notifications. But it will show you, again, Facebook, Twitter, and social stuff and news. It's kind of a neat idea. It's really a lot like Flipboard. Personally, I don't want it, but I could see how a novice Android user could get into that and flipping through and all that stuff, right? So if you don't like Blinkfeed, you can swipe over, and here you go is a standard Android home screen. All right, so if you pinch to zoom, you can actually get to sort of your preview menu, and you can see up here we've got 3 different home panels, and you can see there's a home one listed on Blinkfeed. So if you don't like Blinkfeed, you don't want to make it your home panel, grab another one, long press, and then drag up to set as home, which appears up there. Now, the really terrible thing about this is if you long press on Blinkfeed, all you can do is set as home. You can't actually go over here and remove it. It's there for good. But like these other ones, you can long press, and I can actually get rid of those. Blinkfeed, there for good. I don't care what anyone tells you. Blinkfeed cannot be removed. We tried to tell you this when the phone was announced. It can't be removed. You can just set something else as the default and try to ignore it if you want. Anyways, if you're sort of OCD like most of us with Android devices, that's annoying. I should be able to delete that. Anyways, moving on. So if you want to set other stuff up in here or add new panels, you can just plus those and pull in widgets and apps and all that good stuff, right? So that's home screen, and there's Blinkfeed. See, now if I press home, it takes me to this one since it's default. So technically Blinkfeed's out of the way, but again, if you're sort of an Android purist, that's annoying. If we go into the app drawer, you'll see the app drawer sort of carries on that Blinkfeed look. You've got the standard, or the, I should say, constant clock and weather up top there. Again, depends on whether you like that or not. But if we scroll through here, well, first of all, you'll notice that it's 3x3. Actually, it's 3x4 if you swipe up once to get rid of the clock. So it's 3x4, which is sort of odd. You can change that though, and go menu, grid size, there we go, and change that to 4x5. So at least you get some more apps in there. It still scrolls vertically, not horizontally like most phones do nowadays, including stock Android. So you've got this sort of weird look. If you go ahead and pull down, you'll see we've got this sort of custom option. You can do it alphabetized or your most recent app. So they let you essentially decide how you want your app drawer to look. There's also a way to search in there, a quick shortcut to the Play Store, and again, this other menu about hiding apps and managing apps and all of that good stuff. You can see when we go to the app drawer, this home icon, launcher icon does actually change. So from here, it looks like this. From here, it looks like this. I don't know what that icon means, but maybe that's supposed to imitate home widgets or something like that. So that's what we've got going on there. I don't use the stock Messenger widget or Messenger application on any device. So, well, I want to get rid of that. Apparently I can't. Apparently it's still down there. I want Gmail down there. So Gmail, you go down there. Okay, that's really nice, but I want this guy gone. Go away, Messenger. All right, that's not gonna lie. If I cannot get rid of the stock Messenger icon from the app tray, I am going to freak out. You're telling me I can't remove that? That is unreal. You have got to be kidding me. Wow, okay. Well, that might be a rant for a later date. Anyways, apparently you cannot remove whatever these stock apps are that HTC's put there. That's interesting. All right, swipe down here. Let's go ahead and look at some settings. You can see it carries on the HTC Sense that you've known for years, but it just looks a little bit more polished, I would say. The color scheme has maybe changed a little bit. If we go into more here, definitely has NFC. And I got to get used to this button arrangement down here. Mobile data on, all this stuff. You know, you've seen all of that stuff. There's the infamous HTC personalized menu, which I personally cannot stand. This is where you change wallpapers and all of that good stuff. I will say that if you want to change wallpaper from here, you actually can't do it. You have to. There's no like easy way to change wallpapers on HTC phones. I have no idea why they've done it this way, but you have to go into settings and into personalize, and then you can change the wallpaper. You'll see some other stuff: lock screen style, customize ringtones, all that stuff, all in the personalized section as well. Location security backup, transfer content. So HTC does this really cool thing with the One where you actually transfer content to it, especially if you're setting it up for the first time. You could transfer everything from your old phone over to your new one, I believe. At least that's how it works. Display gestures and buttons. So this is where you'll find, you know, brightness settings and things like that. But you'll also find, or maybe not. Thought you would find some options on the back and home buttons in here, but maybe I just need to dig around for those. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. Beats audio, turn that off or on, which obviously will help out maybe with the boom sound front-facing speakers. Got sound, call, app, storage in here, and then this is the 32 gig version, and it looks like 8 gig are taken up by Sense and stock applications, so I'm really left with just under 24. Is what I would sort of estimate that as, so keep that in mind when you're buying your device. There is a 64 gig version out there. Developer options. Yeah, it's warning me that they're developer options. Let's go ahead and go back and go into About. Software. Software information, Android 4.1.2, HTC Sense 5.0. And if we go into hardware, you'll see some specs in here. So quad-core processor, it's the Snapdragon 600, so it's a beast. 2 gig of RAM, 4.7-inch 1080p display, ultra pixel camera, which is really just a glorified 4 megapixel camera as far as I know, and Bluetooth 4.0, and that's pretty much that. So let's go back out. Let's go and jump in the browser, and you can see I've already got Droid Life up, so I'm just gonna tap on the logo and let it refresh. I tossed in my Solave Timo SIM card, and apparently Portland has refarmed 1900 band, so it's working fine. It's really fast. So this is what the browser looks like. It's not Chrome, it's actually sort of a stock browser. See, it's really fast. So it's not Chrome, and I actually didn't look to see if Chrome was on there. Chrome is on there, so you have Chrome or the stock sort of browser that that HTC gives you, I believe. I don't think I just made that up. That's actually interesting. Is it? Yeah, that's weird. So I'm looking for internet in the actual app drawer, and I don't see it, so it's just stuck down here. All right, so HTC is doing some weird things. You're also noticing there's no camera shortcut or phone or text messaging. Those are apparently permanently stuck down here to the, wow, that's, okay, we'll have to get used to that. Let's see, what else? So that's the browser. Here is the phone UI. Haven't even opened that yet, so this is what it looks like though. It's definitely been skinned. Should be able to swipe between to get favorites and contacts. I haven't done any of this yet, so you're not going to see anything in here. So let's go home. Let's jump into the camera. 4 mega ultra pixel time. Let's see what that says. Pull down from the edge to switch between the front and main cameras. Use Zoe to capture. All right. Let's just take one quick picture, and Zoe is on, I believe. So if I tap that, nope, Zoe's not on. Come on, Zoe. All right, now Zoe's on. So if I tap this, it should take like a 6-second little clip or a 3-second clip, and it did. And we can go up here and view that. It should take like a 6-second little clip. Actually, it actually did do it, and it records sound, which is also awesome. There is the 4 megapixel camera shot. So that's the camera. Obviously there's way more than just that in here. So we'll be playing with the camera a lot. It records HD, HDR video, I believe. It's got all sorts of things. There's highlights and Zoes and all the stuff we want to play with. It's very, very cool. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, you know, I could complain about little Sense tweaks here and there all day long, and I don't want to do that to you guys. See, Facebook comes pre-installed, calculator, FM radio, new music app, which no one uses because we all use Google Play. Bunch of bloatware actually for an unlocked device, I'm not gonna lie. Here is the weather app. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it looks sort of like old HTC weather app. And yeah, you know, that's pretty much all I should probably show you for now. This video is getting a little out of hand. And oh, there's TV on there. I'm guessing that's the TV remote, which I'll have to set up to use that sort of infrared sensor there. Yeah, I'll have to walk through that and set that all up. It's apparently really easy. Again, all things will feature in other videos and stuff like that. So anyways, we'll come out with boom sound and Zoes and highlights and all of that good stuff later on. We just want to give you a quick software tour, basically our first impressions after touching it for the first time in a couple of months. So anyways, we're Droid Life. This is the HTC One. We're going to have all sorts of coverage on it, so stick with us. Peace.